Hey y'all, we got our math curriculum in for the 2024 school year. So in today's video, I am going to show you a flip through of The Good and the Beautiful Math Level 3. So stick around. When I say I literally just got this in the mail, I mean, I literally just got this in the mail. We came home from lunch and it was in my mailbox. I grabbed it and all I have done so far is just the tape. I just cut in the tape. So it's literally still perfectly boxed. So yes, this year my daughter is in Math Level 3 with The Good and the Beautiful. We are really loving this math curriculum, so we obviously decided to stick with it. If it works, don't change it. So that's where we are. I did get the full, I got everything that it comes with, like the full set. So that means we get another math box, and let's open it up. Okay, so it was in its own bubble wrap. There's always plenty of like poppable things for the kid. Okay, so works like the other ones where it's this nice wood box. The top slides off. This is, I don't know, maybe just kind of like a little dry erase board. So this has the months here. This says temperature at which water freezes, boils, and the average body temperature there, both in Fahrenheit and in Celsius. And then the back is an array mat. Okay. And then what do we have? Oh, we have one of these little packs. What do they call these? Little tiles, like the little shape tiles, which I think we had these in our previous box, but comes with that. Two little, looks like little game pegs or something maybe. We have some measurements there, quarts, cups, pints, that deal. And then we have two different types of dice. And I don't know, I'm thinking, oh, this is probably some kind of measuring tape. Let's take it out of the plastic. That's what it's looking like, yes. So it is a very small, might I add, but it is a measuring tape. Oh, okay. Gonna have to be kind of careful with that. The button, there's lots of tension. Ow, yeah. Lots of tension there in that button. So warning with that. Okay, and so that is all that comes in the box here. And then this looks and feels like maybe a magnetic dry erase board is what I'm getting from that. Okay, and then we have Math 3. I'm actually going to flip the camera down for you guys, and then we'll just do a quick little flip through look at it that way so you can see a little better. Okay, this should be easier for everyone to look at. All right, so Math 3 is your table of contents. So still broken up into the different units with unit assessments. So I really like that. 4 units, 120 lessons. These are references. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a bunch of different references for conversions, formulas, shapes, skip counting, definitions, parts of an equation, order of operation. Very, very nice. These I may actually pull out. Okay, about the course. So a little bit of an overview, frequently asked questions. All right, so multiplication mastery chart. Very important to note, and a multiplication chart here. And then we get into unit 1, which is lessons 1 through 30. So yeah, still same type of layout. There's a little bit more to Math 3, obviously, as far as the references and things are going. But this so far is kind of the same setup where you have a unit overview. It tells you the new concepts, things that are reviewed and expanded on, and then any extra supplies. And then you have lesson 1 here. So of course you have your little review section to start, and then you go through your new teaching and activity, and all of that stuff is going to be here. Looks like maybe this is a little game that gets played. And then a lesson practice section. Okay, so this is where we're doing the work from today's lesson. And then this is the reviews section. And this is to be done independently. So yeah, still very similar. Looks like we're adding on from level 2 for sure, but still similar. And this is, okay, parent or teacher. This is a little read section for them, for me, or you. And then we move on to lesson 2. See. Okay, so then you have your practice for the day and then your independent review. Same thing. Okay, so this is the unit assessment for unit 1 in level 3. So yeah, same thing. So you go through and your student fills the purple sections out on their own. And then as you go through and check over them and all of that stuff, if they need any additional practice, then you would go back and have them do the orange sections. And then you go to unit 2. Okay, so let's get back here. Okay, we're at lesson, sorry, you can't see there. We're at lesson 106, so we're really getting to the back here. And it's still very much following the same form where you have your lesson you teach from, you have your practice from that today's lesson, and then you have the review and activities. So just the independent review. Okay, yes, here in the appendix, you have some things here. So it tells you the contents and what lesson you will need them for. Punch out pieces are only used for one lesson, so you don't have to save them, all of that stuff. Okay, so you have multiplication frames for lesson 4, so it tells you again up at the top like that. Okay, a yardstick for lesson 13. Okay, so this is not necessarily made to flip through back here, as you can tell, but they're already trying to come out, which is great. I don't have to fight it when it's time to take them out. I just don't know how long they'll last in there. I may have to do that first before we really start using the book. We'll see. So just some more punch outs and things there that we'll need. Lesson 23, 24, 94, 47, 108, and 100. These are pretty cool. And it looks like that's it. So that's what you get in your appendix, or all of these little punch out things for all your different lessons. Pretty hefty. I feel like this one is quite a bit thicker. Maybe not. Maybe I just feel like it is. But it really may not be. It may be very similar. Okay, so that's just a quick little look inside of Math 3 from The Good and the Beautiful. So just like when I got Math 2 in the mail, I felt a little overwhelmed with the content in the math book, because it feels like so much, and it feels so in depth. Like, oh, I don't know if we're ready for that. And I felt the same exact way when it came to level 2. And it was right on par with my daughter. She did great with it, you know, no issue or anything. It totally was just a me, mom kind of thing. But the nice thing is, if we need to stop and we need to slow down or we need to review, that's an option for us, and we can totally do that. I thought for sure we would have to do that with Math 2. And we really didn't. There were a few of the Unit 2 the unit assessments where we did have to do some additional practice, just to kind of reinforce, like we were getting the main parts of it, but maybe there was a step that was missing that we just kind of had to reinforce. And then it was good after that and that kind of stuff. So she really did phenomenal with Math 2. And so I am feeling that Math 3 will probably be the same way. But you know, it's always just that little bit of the beginning where you're like, I don't know. Maybe we needed some additional practice first because this seems like a lot. But yeah, that's what we have decided to go with for Math 3. Now I do have, some other fun little manipulatives that I've had actually for quite some time that it seems like it will go really, really well with this, with like the unit conversions and things like that. Let me grab those for you in case you're using Math 3. Let me grab them so I can show them to you. Okay, so actually 2 things I wanted to mention. In Math 2, or with Math 2, I actually bought the musical multiplication for that one, and we didn't get to it. We never really were prompted, and we didn't really get into multiplication in Math 2. So we've not used this yet, but it will be, obviously we're going to need to use it in Math 3. One concern that I have was I was looking at the, I was looking at it on the website, and it says that I should have been emailed like MP3 files of the songs. I don't know where that is or if I ever got that. And so I tried to go back into my orders, and somehow it's not connected to my account where I purchased Math 2 and musical multiplication. So that's a fun thing. I'm going to have to try and figure that out. If you have any ideas on what I can do, if you also have found yourself in a similar situation, if you have any suggestions with that would be really great. But these I purchased from Thistles and Biscuits. I will leave the link below to where they did actually come from, but I'm 95% sure they were Thistles and Biscuits. So the one that we likely will use most with this one are actually these really cool jars. So here's your little capacity guide. I printed it out and laminated it. So you have your gallon, your quarts, pints, and cups, right? And then you have like the actual ones here. So those will be really, really cool. We have not, like I said, haven't used these yet because we haven't really gotten into capacity and conversions and things like that. So it will be really nice to be able to use them this year. And then another thing that we did get, we used this before, but my daughter she already understands this concept, so we don't really need to use them. But it's little apple crates. So this is hundreds, and then you have tens and ones. It's upside down. And then it comes with little apples. So like here is your crate of 100. And then let's see. Here's your little bundle of 10, and then your single, your little 1 apple there. So just another option if you want any of those. Again, I will try and link them for you. Pretty sure it was Thistles and Biscuits, but just double check the description if you're looking for those in the event that it did not come from them. So that's what I'm planning for math. That's it. I don't have anything else fancy or anything like that. We're just going to keep doing what has worked before, and hopefully it will still go well for us this year. Of course, if it doesn't, we will adjust as necessary, but that's my plan as of now. And that is it for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.